Hi, my name is Tiana, and today I'm going to be doing a fun beauty questions tag for you guys. I thought this was like a fun idea so I could kind of share some things with you about myself, about like my experience with green beauty and like my journey or whatever. I think that's such a like cheesy word, but yeah, there it is. But yeah, so maybe you guys can get to know me a little better. I can get to know you. And if you want, be sure to answer the questions for yourself down in the comments. Like, I love reading people's answers to these sort of surveys or quizzes or whatever. So definitely do that, and I will read them all because that's who I am. So let's get started. I first made my switch to green beauty probably back in 2000, I want to say like 2009 or 10. And the reason for that wasn't even really because I wanted to be more eco-friendly or I like was afraid of toxins. It was mostly because I had really bad acne and nothing would get rid of this fucking acne. Like, I was putting so much benzoyl peroxide on my skin. I was basically using those little like clean and clear spot treatments as like an all over acne serum on my face because I was so freaking desperate to just get like all of the acne off my skin. And I had terrible hormonal acne in my 20s, and I felt like nothing was gonna get rid of it. And so I just started exploring a lot and like really exploring natural options, and that's kind of what led me to natural skincare. And actually the first brand that I ever discovered was on Etsy, and it was Rainwater Botanicals, and I'll link my review to that below because I talk a lot about how that was like the first brand that I discovered, and I still use it. There's actually lotion behind me. You probably can't see it, but there's lotion behind me from them. Like, I love that company, and they're super affordable. So if you're looking to make the switch, it's a great company to start with. My first organic makeup item, it's like I forget how to talk in these videos. My first organic makeup item was a Juice Beauty foundation, and not the current one, not the phytopigments. That's like a new thing. They used to have something that was literally just called Juice Beauty foundation. Like, that's how long I've been using their brand. Ugh, showing my age here. But and it was like a liquid foundation, and at the time I'm pretty sure that it was like, if it wasn't the only one of its kind, then it was like one of like 10 or something. Like, it just wasn't on the market. They just didn't have organic foundations. They didn't have plant-based foundations. They didn't have anything. So it was really just kind of like a totally different product for me because I'd been using basically like face powders exclusively, or like regular drugstore stuff, or really expensive shit from Sephora. so so yeah, that was my first foundation. I really liked it, but they had a long way to go in terms of performance. Like, it didn't give good coverage, but it did kind of heal the skin. So yeah. My favorite high-end clean beauty brand is probably, like, if we're talking makeup, then probably Kjaer Weis. Their stuff is super crazy, retarded expensive. And Gressa Skin is pretty expensive actually in terms of their foundation, but I just refuse to give that up. And then in terms of like organic skincare, definitely True Botanicals. That's like, I have to have it. That and Mahalo Skincare. Like, I refuse to give them up. I know they're very expensive, and I save specifically so I can like stock up on all the stuff I love. That way I don't have to like break the bank or anything. Okay, so I wrote these down because, like, I don't know, I always have a hard time remembering like which brands I want to try. Okay, so right now the brands on my wish list are Elate Cosmetics, New Evolution, Earthwise Beauty, and then the Neode line from The Ordinary, or like Decium or whatever it's called. That's really cool. It has like, it's very infused with Ayurvedic, I don't know, ideology, ingredients, whatever. And then another one, actually not a specific brand, but I'm really fascinated by like all the CBD, cannabis, hemp infused beauty products that they have out now, and like all the wellness products. Like, that really intrigues me. So yeah, that's been on my radar. That's so stupid. I hate using them. My favorite natural drugstore brand is probably Pacifica, or SW Basics, although they're a little more pricey, and like I don't know if you could really consider them drugstore. I keep using quotes, but it's like, you know, um, it's hard to say that it's drugstore because the prices really don't reflect drugstore. Some of their products do, like their face toner, I think is like $10 or $12 or something, and that's pretty affordable. But some of their other products are like 20 bucks. So like to me, that's not really drugstore. Drugstore to me is like something $20 and below. And like to me, that's very much Pacifica. Everything that they sell is very affordable, very attainable. And same with Acura Organics, they're really good too, and they're very affordable, very accessible. You can get them at Target. I think some of them you can even get at like Walgreens or like your local pharmacy now too. So that's really awesome for green beauty. My most cherished green beauty product is definitely my Gressa skin correcting serum foundation. I love that stuff. I feel like it's just improved my skin so much over the years, and like we don't realize how often and how long we're wearing foundation on our skin and how much damage it can do. And they actually have studies, and this is not uh, don't quote me on it, but I've read a lot of studies talking about how parabens in like high-end designer brands, designer makeup brands, and Sephora and Ulta and stuff, how they actually have been shown to age skin faster. And that's a big reason why I was like so intent on getting a foundation that was natural, clean, non-toxic, and that wouldn't clog my pores, because number one, every foundation liquid since I was a teen has always been pore clogging, and just like my skin hates it. So using a natural foundation has just done wonders for my acne situation. But also I've noticed that like where my friends are like having fine lines creep in a lot faster, like I'm really not. And I credit a lot of that to the Gressa foundation. Like it has changed my skin. And I think a lot of people have gripes about it. Like they think that, oh well, it points out dry patches, or it like makes my fine lines worse. But I kind of think that's because like maybe people aren't applying it correctly. And I'll link my review for the serum foundation below, because I have put a lot of like skincare tips and application tips for how you can make sure that your skin is like perfectly primed for applying the serum foundation, so it doesn't sit funky on your skin, because it can do that if you're not priming your skin properly. So yeah. Oh, and this is my dog Yoshi. He's behind me. He just, normally I kick him out of the room when I'm filming because he's really nosy, but he just refused to go today, so here we are. So I feel like I shop for green beauty all the time. That's probably not true. Sometimes companies send me stuff, not all the time. And lately I've actually like pulled back on a lot of that just because I found it mentally exhausting. So now I'm a lot more picky about what brands I work with in terms of like sending me product and stuff. If I haven't already tried them in the past and I like, no, I want to work with them, then that's one thing. But now, like if somebody wants to send me something for a review, a lot of times I'm just saying no. It's just become a huge thing where it's like I've became like a hoarder. But yeah, but shopping wise, stuff I actually go out and buy, I feel like I do it like once every quarter. So it'd be like once every 3-4 months. And occasionally obviously something new comes out or something like really catches my eye, then I'll be snagging it up. But I try not to go too crazy because I think a lot of people spend their entire salary on beauty, and like that's just not me. Not anymore anyway. It used to be me, but now I've become a little more financially responsible, I like to think. So yeah. The type of products that I purchase the most are probably lip products. I have so many of them. It's freaking ridiculous. I have just a ridiculous amount of organic lipsticks even now, and I've gotten rid of a lot of them, but I have so many of them. I just really like lip colors. I don't know why. It's just my thing, I guess. I think that's true for a lot of people. That and probably foundations. I've kind of curbed that a little bit ever since like I found the serum foundation. Every once in a while I want to try a new one, but mostly I stick with that one. And yeah, I don't know. And also like eye colors and stuff like that, like I just don't tend to buy them that much. I buy eyeliners more, and yeah, lipsticks for sure, lipsticks. Oh, and other than that, like skincare wise, face oils and serums. Like I'm obsessed. It's face oils, serums, face masks, and face balms all day, every day. I could like get by without a cleanser. Like I'd be using a balm instead. I don't know. I'm just that's who I am, right? That's like what that's my whole collection is like 8 million face masks, like 6 million balms and face oils and serums, and then like 2 cleansers. My favorite places to shop for green beauty are definitely like the detox market, Safe and Chic, Etsy. I love Etsy. I just really love discovering indie beauty brands like that. You can find some really amazing gems on there if you just search for beauty or anything really, like really cool handmade items. I love supporting local shops and like local crafters and people who are just trying to get their brand off the ground. I think that's super freaking awesome, and there's a lot of creativity there that you won't see anywhere else. What else? Oh, and like occasionally Amazon. I do buy some things from Amazon. Sometimes you can get some good deals, or you could just get it, you know, faster. Like if you run out of shampoo or something, like and you need to restock really quickly, definitely Amazon. And Target and Sephora, there are some things. Sephora's getting a lot better, and so is Target. So that's becoming something I can actually shop in person for, which is really crazy and really awesome. So yeah, loving those. I love that like they're now expanding their sections, so it's not just like 1 or 2 brands that you go there for. Like they have so much more stuff and so much more to see, so that's really really cool. This is a really tough one. I think what I love most about green beauty is the creativity that you see in green beauty, right? Like I feel in a big way green beauty has fueled and kind of taken charge of the direction of where beauty, the industry in a big way has gone, especially the past like 5 to 10 years. Like before it was more all about like science and innovation, and you would see a lot of like big brands, like big name brands like Mac and Bobbi Brown and Tarte and all of these like, you know, brands that you see in the mainstream. They were kind of steering things, and they were kind of just like they would come out with certain technology or a certain trend, and then you would just see it everywhere. And now what you're seeing is that all these green beauty brands that are like indie brands that come out with something really creative and cool, they're steering where the industry is going, and they're kind of what's trending. And what's so cool about things like Instagram and YouTube and even things like Snapchat and you know, Etsy even, they are such hot spots for people that are beauty enthusiasts that now you're seeing brands that are so small that just blow up overnight because they've created something so amazing, and then the bigger brands try and copy them, right? Like you see them coming out with stuff that is clearly it was created by a small brand, and then they just kind of like took it and remade it, and they're trying to like push it in their own way, you know? And I think that's really cool. I think that, you know, green beauty brands do something really amazing when they infuse plant ingredients and they make something cleaner and more eco-friendly and more friendly to animals and people and our bodies. And there's just more of an awareness there, and a spiritual and emotional kind of infusing, I don't know, infusion, I guess, where you didn't really see that in the past with beauty. Beauty was just kind of like, yeah, this is a blush, yeah, this is a foundation, and now it's kind of been like more of an experience. And I personally really love that because it gets me excited about what people are making, and it makes it more fun. So I think I'm more excited to buy beauty products, where like in the past it was just kind of like a means to an end, you know, it was more of a practical endeavor. But yeah, that is basically why I love green beauty. So that's the end of the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and hearing what I have to say about all things green beauty, because I really love it. And let me know in the comments if you want to answer the questions for yourself, please do. And let me know like what led you to green beauty, why you love it, or you know, what your brands are that you love, that like you're dedicated to, or what things you want to try. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.